Welcome to Cooking with Jess, where no veggie is left behind. I am Jessica Fisher Golden, and I had a thought today. So I was making some shish kebabs, and I had a few veggies left over, and I said, you know what? Let's use these veggies again. Actually, it wasn't my idea, but we're gonna play like it was my idea. So I'm gonna take these veggies, we're going to cook them up. Most importantly, we're going to talk about how quick, now this is hot. I already know it's hot. If we don't need nothing popping, we are not about that life, okay? So we're going to use these veggies and we're going to season them up. Oh gosh, why are you sticking? Come on, zucchini. Zucchini don't want to, wow, what was that about? Zucchini did not want to get in the party. Why? That was odd. Okay, so we are going to, all we're gonna do is season up these vegetables. What I have in here is hongos, green pepper, red pepper, cebolla, zucchini, y nada más. Very simple. This is what I just had left over, is I made some shish kebabs and I made some veggie shish kebabs. Check out that video. And the thing here that's going to jazz all this up is going to be this seasoning right here. This is from Motherland Kitchen. This one is called vegetables. We're cooking vegetables. Bang, bang, perfect connection. So all I'm going to do is sprinkle this on heavy because I like well-seasoned food. And this has a lot of great things in it. It got some green onion, cilantro, basil, celery, parsley, bush onion, and African bacilla. So what we're gonna do is just let it go. Not too much gotta be done. The cool thing about this is, I'm gonna just give y'all like the backstory on what happened. Made the shish kebabs, had the leftovers, and I took some of them, and for breakfast, this is what I have for breakfast. I sauteed it, that's what I have for breakfast. And it wasn't on some, you know, I don't know what to eat. I was reading recently that we as people who live here in America tend to eat a lot of like carbs in the morning. Pancakes, waffles, bagels, toast. If you think about it, right? Your body is, for most people, you sleep at night, you wake up in the morning, you have breakfast. So now your body has gone into this space where it has not had anything in it. It's been rejuvenating, it's been re-energizing, it's doing what it's supposed to do while you're resting. And then you wake up and you feed it a whole bunch of carbs. Now, listen, I grew up the same way too, right? Because I was sold that same propaganda that, yes, let's eat some pancakes and some cereal. And when I say cereal, very specifically, like, the box wheat cereal type of situation. So you get some people, I'm not going to say everybody this affects them this way, but you get this surge of sugar because when carbs break down, it breaks down into sugar. So now you got this blood sugar spike, and your body's like, whoa, what is this? All right, well, let's get back to work. And after we just had this nice little rest, breaking down everything that it was taking care of while you were asleep, and then you feed it all this carbs. So instead of doing that, let's do something different. Try eating vegetables for breakfast. Try it. Now there's such thing as omelets that have vegetables in it, and there's not too many different things that, again, we here in the United States of America, that we are encouraged to eat in the morning, right? So I would highly recommend you try this, or try something. Just try vegetables in the morning. I have been known to eat salads in the morning. Yes, it's true. Listen, I think my body reacts differently when I eat like this in the morning, because it's like, whoa, all right, we doing something different. We with it. This is some good stuff for us. We need that fuel for the rest of the day. We're not going to talk about, some wonderful other things that people tend to do in the morning, like drink a certain beverage that, again, just like your body's like, whoa, okay, I got to get up. I got to do all this stuff. And I think you know what I'm talking about. And it's just putting your body through a lot. And again, here we're about being healthy, right? Even if you didn't grow up eating healthy, even if this is like a new lifestyle change for you, and these are some things that I'm sharing that's like, oh, I didn't really think about that. Well, hello, I'm here. I'm here to share what I know, and I'm still learning, right? I don't know a whole lot. I know a little bit about some things, and that's why I'm here to share that with you. Especially share it with your family, right? Like as I mentioned, so imagine you did not grow up eating like the healthiest, right? So now you impart this on your family. You got nieces, nephews, you got, your children, your littles, your loved ones, spouse, your partner. Give them an opportunity to try something different. Be that light, be that one to introduce these things to them. Like, I've been doing this all my life. I didn't know about that. You know what? She put me on to this, and that's why I rock with her. I appreciate her for putting me on to something new. Now you can add different vegetables to this. I just went with this because, as I mentioned, I'm just gonna be real. This is what was already chopped up. It was already in this bowl. I just grabbed it out the refrigerator, and here we are. Put a little bit of grapeseed oil in the frying pan. I added a little bit of grapeseed oil. Vegetables went in. You saw that. Hit it with this seasoning, and that was it. Now, just because I want to try to get a little fancy from time to time, what I did was I feel like, you know what, this might be much, right? This might be much if you're like, this is new to you and you're like, this is all I'm gonna eat for breakfast. If you want to add some extra things to it, you want to add some extra vegetables that you like, throw some broccoli in there, throw some carrots in there. If you want to, which I'm gonna do, I'm adding some sweet potato. I went and I roasted some. I just cut some sweet potatoes, like little medallions, roasted that in the oven. I added a little bit of sal, un poquito de canela en polvo, because I just wanted a different flavor. And I'm gonna mix it with this, and that's going to be my breakfast. Look at that. It could be my lunch too. You want to throw some black beans. You know what will be a really good option? That same sweet potato that I'm talking about with some black beans. With this, that's lunch. Or you can eat it for breakfast if that's what you want to do. For breakfast. I just thought about, like, I have this thing with sweet potato and black beans together. Like, I really like how those two flavors go hand in hand. But with this seasoning too, because it has all that wonderful stuff in there, I didn't even have to chop up no celery. I didn't have to chop up, no basil. Like, it's already in there for me. So that made it a lot more simple. So make sure you go to Motherland Kitchen and you can order your spices. Or if you want to go into the restaurant yourself and pick it up, feel free to do that too. Whatever is easiest for you. And try this, because listen, sometimes you don't have a lot of time. Sometimes it's like, man, I gotta cook for these people. They hungry again. All right, let me figure out something. And that's very similar to like how this can solve that problem, because that was this kind of problem that I had. And I said, you know what, this is already in the refrigerator. Like, let's just rock with this. So that's what we did. So while that goes and sautés up, here are the sweet potatoes that I'm talking about. And I am just going to plate it up, because that's really all we got to do is throw that in here. Now, I know this is going to be a little hot. It's a warning. I do it for you because I love you. And I'm just going to make sure that I'm going to put a little bit more of that seasoning on here, because I want to make sure, that I get some of this on here. Even though I'm going to mix it with, I'm going to mix the sweet potatoes with the vegetables that are sauteing, just a little bit, because I want to make sure that it gets on there, That's it. I think this will be a nice little flavor. It looks so pretty, and it's good for you, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and Turn this off, and then we're gonna add, I wanna make sure I get like one of everything. So we got some ongas, I'm gonna throw a zucchini up in there. I said, well, yeah, why am I doing this with that? That's not making it easier. That, we're gonna add the green pepper and the red pepper, and then let's see how it tastes. Again, it's hot. I'm aware that you see the steam coming out. You see it. I'm gonna make sure that, I'm gonna try to see if I can get everything in one bite. That's the goal. Let's see. And this will be a nice hearty filling meal, right? This is not no joke. You see these ongas in here. They're not no little tiny little sliced up things. These are some serious chunks. And then with that sweet potato too, you got some density in there. So it's gonna be filling. I know that sometimes that's what people are concerned about, like, you know, when you change your diet, right? It's like, oh, am I gonna be hungry? And I don't wanna be hungry because I'm hungry, and when I don't eat this, I'm hungry. And you know, it's a mindset change. That's really important. When you're going into something like this, you wanna make sure that you're preparing yourself. It doesn't have to be like a whole dramatization, as I like to say, but just prepare yourself like, this is something I'm doing that's different. Let's be positive, right? It has some wonderful effects for me and some benefits. And it also, it's not just about you, right? Like whoever else you're cooking for, it's benefiting them as well. Give it a shot. What do you have to lose? It's vegetables. Okay. The sweetness from the sweet potato, the basil, the savoriness from the vegetables. This is it for me. Like, when I tell you, this is it. And look how simple this was. Like, for real. This is good. Now, like I said, you want to add some black beans. Go ahead and try that with it. You can put this over some rice if you'd like. You can, let me see. You can put a little bit of fonio on the side. I have a fonio recipe. Check that out as well. There's a lot of different things you can do. If you don't want this just to be like your whole meal, but I highly encourage you, try something like this for breakfast. Do your body good, okay? All right, until then, until next time, take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. Bye.